That is Tina Henry. She's probably been here 20 years. She is loading information in that computer screen to chop panel. This is another Graycon optimizing chop saw. We just rip the boards to width, and this machine will take random width, random length boards, and again, it will optimize them and take the best yield, and whatever you've put in its memory bank and in your cut bill, that's what it's going to do for you. She's going to go down to the other end when she gets done putting in the cut bill and just mark the defects in the wood with one of those special crayons that the laser lights will pick up on. If you see in front of her, there's the green conveyor belt, and there's two little blue things by the wheels. Those are laser lights. They're going to measure the width and the length of the board. And the chop saw is on up there another 10 feet. So before that board gets to the chop saw, these lights are going to tell that blade where to chop, when to chop. The first one is Cassandra Miles. She's probably been here 15 years. The second one back in is Denise Clem. She's probably been here 5 years. They're laying up panels for color. They're taking a lumber that has been ripped to width. It's at 900 thousandths right now to them. It's got the glue joint edge on it, and they're taking a series of boards and matching them so they get the best color blend you can get. That's Matt Clapper. He's been here a year and a half. That's Taylor Clamp. That's about a 30-year-old clamp, just like the day we got it. We talked about retrofitting an automatic system to it for tightening and loosening and flattening. What he's doing is taking those boards we just saw, running right behind him. There's a glue spreader and a track. They feed across the glue spreader, and you see the glue coming out between each board. Now he's put laying the boards back up there the same way they came to him so he doesn't disrupt the color pattern, and then he slams them down with the bar across the top as a flattener, and then the thing in his hand is the tightener. After he gets them flat, then he's going to tighten them. Because you can set the air pressure, depending on the wood species, up or down a little bit, to tighten until it reaches the air pressure, the poundage, and then it's going to slip or stop. Or then it's a carousel clamp. They're going to be in that clamp almost 2 hours. It goes around. It's probably holds 100 panels. And then when they come out, we're going to let them dry another hour, hour and a half, and then they're ready to go. Okay, here we see the manager of all those panel department. Her name is Jeanette Zub. She has been here probably 20 years. One of those panels that's glued together, she's running it through a planer. She's going to have it going through at 900, and she's going to finish it to 797. That is a Whitney planer retrofitted with a helicoil head. It's probably 50 years old, but the head's probably only 12. You can take these old planers with a nice heavy base and retrofit them with a $10,000 helicoil head, and you've got a really nice state-of-the-art piece of equipment. And then now you've still got the weight to keep out the vibration so you don't get that kind of tear out. It is insert tooling of sorts, and it sits in there, but when the thing is spinning, the teeth are rotating at a 45-degree angle to the bed. They're not 90-degree like the old ones. So your finish is a lot better, a lot less tear out, a lot less wood waste from tear out. You can buy new planers like that. Probably cost you $150,000. But a lot of the new ones are not built as rugged and tough and last as long. They don't have the weight. The weight is a pretty big factor in the vibration of the unit, and of course, any vibration is going to help tear out your wood. So yeah, that's you can do a lot with the old equipment. Sometimes better than the new. Oh, that's Gary Goff. He's the manager of the door division. He's taking these pre-planed panels. Now they have been double-end trimmed on the left and right, so he has a straight edge to work from. Now he's got custom orders in his hand, and he's actually writing on the wood what he wants that cut to. Now we're custom cutting sizes for individual doors for a kitchen. And the rack behind him is just the material supply rack. All the panels are the same width, but all your most popular lengths to again optimize the yield. And that's hard maple 797 he's working with and that we're looking at. But behind him is just all the panels that young lady just made. And most of the operations in here, you see he's working off a table. That table has wheels, so he can load that up to a reasonable height and then just wheel up to the next guy. So nobody has to bend over, touch their toes, touch their knees. You're pretty much working at waist level. Okay, this is an outdoor sliding table saw. That is Dustin Fassett. He's been with us for probably 4 years. And this is where we're going to, when we saw Gary picking those panels, after they get picked, they're going to come over. Just beyond him is an old 10-width saw that they will rip it to width, and then they're going to bring it over to the sliding saw and cut it to length. We're ripping the width now on an old saw with a feeder, and then just cutting to length on the sliding saw so you don't have that pinch pressure. They're a lot safer. The old way was to cut it to length against the fence, to have the board between the fence and the saw blade. And then quite often, if you pinched it a little bit, it's going to fly back and hit you. These sliding saws, you can move them with one finger just about. You're working all off the left-hand side. I think he's just over there on the right for the picture. But you work off the left-hand side, and then you flip the board and cut the second end. You don't use the pinching pressure.